I started feeling anxious with periods of depression at a very young age. I never really sought treatment until after I went away to college. I got very depressed, very homesick, and started brief therapy when I was in college and then more intensive psychotherapy during my summer break. And then I got very, very bad after the birth of my first child. And I finally, at the advice of my therapist, got myself on an anxiety medication, a very low dose. And those two things in conjunction with each other are really what have helped me since then. Life now is good. I mean, I use the skills that I learn in LAP all the time. One of the most beneficial things I have learned is the concept of HALT. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And I ask myself whenever I start delving into feeling a little more acutely sad about something or anxious about something, when did I last eat? Am I angry with someone? When did I last see a friend? And how much sleep did I get? I learned a basic grounding technique of if I'm sitting, which would be most common if it happens if I'm working, just concentrating on what I can feel, what I know is under me. I know my feet are on the ground. I know my lap is sitting in a chair. I know my hands are on a desk. I know I'm breathing. I know the room is yellow. I know that the desk is black. It stops the spiral of negative self-talk and panic. And it helps me breathe evenly without concentrating on my breathing. One of the unique things I even found in therapy was that it was hard to talk to a therapist about a problem that a lawyer faces and the anxieties that I faced in my job. And I had to explain the circumstances around what was making me anxious or unhappy in my professional life. And that got so exhausting that I didn't even necessarily want to listen to the advice that the therapist was giving me. Whereas an attorney talking to another attorney already has that background information and often has experienced a lot of the same stresses that can present in someone who's seeking assistance. And what the Lawyer Assistance Program in Maryland does is lawyers who understand what it's like to be a lawyer helping another lawyer with their mental illness. Had my law school had a connection to the Lawyer Assistance Program in the state where I was going to law school, which was not in Maryland, or if I had known about whatever connection or therapeutic services I would have saved myself a lot of unnecessary anxiety.